Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Big Brother Canada 11 chat.
Oh, hi.
It's been a crazy
It's episode
crazy
23.
night.
It's the double eviction episode.
Baby.
But first, they never said baby, but they did say,
that's
Yas,
a US thing.
Queen.
They did. They had a little fun with that in the intro.
I thought Canada in the past
No,
had
that's
said
a
baby.
US thing.
Oh. All right, well, last time, Ty used the POV on himself because he won it.
Mm-hmm.
And Renee, the HOH, put up Koozie on the block against Anika.
Right, we got
2
Crown members again.
Yeah. And tonight is double eviction. Have we ever been happy with the results of a double eviction?
No.
Were we happy tonight? No.
I wouldn't say I was happy, but I was like shooketh. Like it delivered the excitement and like the what? There were a lot of like what moments.
But
which
I would have
we'll
it's not my outcome that I wanted. So.
No. I saw the outcome that I wanted and we were so close to it, but we didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
So that was disappointing. But, you know, if we had never gotten close to the outcome, I would have been like, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We'll get there in a minute. But
it was snatched from us.
Last week's episode ended with the POV ceremony where Koozie was all like, Renee?
Shut up and sit down.
Right. So there were some hurt feelings there. Renee was definitely upset with what Koozie said.
I mean, wouldn't you be?
I think I would, yeah. But I probably would also just be like, whatever.
Yeah.
So the stream that we were watching tonight was under attack. So we missed a few bits and pieces of this episode. So we're trying to fill in the gaps. Yeah, just at the beginning it was kind of rough going. So we didn't get to see the full conversation between Koozie and Renee. But Renee was definitely upset with how Koozie spoke to her at the ceremony.
I wonder if Daniel and Anika knew that Koozie blew up the crown.
I don't know. It's so hard to tell without the live feeds.
Right.
Because we did see on today's Digital Daily that she spilled about the crown to Ty last night.
Right.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Koozie, she wants to stay. And she's not going to go down without a fight.
She was fighting to the end.
Right. So she's campaigning to those girly pops. She knows that if she's going to stay, she's going to need Renee's tiebreaker vote. Mm-hmm. So she's
campaigning hard to Renee.
Yeah.
Hard.
She was telling Renee, like, you're not going to be safe with Daniel and Anika and all of them. But you could work with me. You could work with Ty, Claudia.
Well, I'll keep you safe for a little while. So what?
Yeah.
Maybe one more eviction?
Well,
maybe.
Koozie
maybe not.
and Ty had come up with that plan to pitch a Final Four deal to Claudia and Renee. Mm-hmm. And honestly, like, Claudia and Renee seemed kind of into it a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
Because then we saw Claudia and Shania talking. I think there was a conversation between Koozie and Shania possibly that we missed. Mm-hmm. We didn't get to see that. Where Koozie was saying that she would target Renee if she won HOH.
Right.
Like, who knows?
She said that to Shania.
Right. Who knows what she would actually do? Because she's telling everybody something different. So, Claudia and Shania...
Claudia said,
what if we, kept Koozie?
Daniel and Anika aren't targeting Ty anymore.
Right. Koozie said this to Claudia. Daniel and Anika are coming after you guys. So.
Yeah. All right.
Be ready for that.
Forget about that alliance that you were planning with them.
Right. Well, Shania says, I think we should still get rid of Koozie. Like, it's weirding me out that you two are even considering keeping her. Like, what's going on here?
She's not good for my game. I don't want to keep her here. I want to get rid of her. Claudia thinks she's the next target.
I mean...
Claudia thinks Claudia is the next target.
Well, Claudia was like, you know what? I'm the one who would be more at risk than you. Mm-hmm. And I'm fine with... She didn't say I'm fine with keeping Koozie, but she was like, I'm thinking about it. You know, I want to explore this a little bit. Isn't it so insane with how things went down that Claudia was like, you're not in trouble in this group.
Yeah. How the turns have tabled.
Yeah.
All right, so... Moments before the live eviction.
Oh, you know it's about to get real when they put up
moments before the live eviction
on the screen. Also, this eviction is not live. None of the evictions are live in Canada.
That's why I put
live. Yeah.
All right. So Daniel and Koozie get into it. They go into the parlor or library, whatever. Library.
They have had tension for days leading up to this.
And Kuzi says, you failed me as a player.
Well, he wants to know, like, what's going on? Why are you upset with me?
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. And Kuzi goes off.
She says, you have no backbone.
You haven't been a true friend to me.
You are spineless.
You're not the player I thought you were.
Whoa.
Damn. I mean, a lot of the stuff she's saying, I was like, yeah.
I mean, she's not wrong.
And he was like, you're showing your true character right now.
Yeah, she's telling you the truth.
I'm curious to see what's going to happen with these two after. Like, are they going to be able to make up and get over it or what?
I think so.
I think so too. But right now, ooh, it's tense. Very tense.
All right, so
that was like, ooh, I got chills.
Let's take a break from the intensity and let's go visit the jury house.
I didn't think they were going to have time for this on Double Eviction
But they did. So Santina is having a great time. She's riding around in this little net bucket. Mm-hmm. And guess what? Jonathan and Danathan are baking HelloFresh meals to the heavens.
The ads continue in the jury house.
Oh, would you be my HelloFresh sous chef?
Sure. I felt so bad for Santina because I feel like these two were really broing out and they're like, oh, you're my bro, blah, blah, blah. And Santina's just like,
I don't think she wants any part of that.
I don't know.
So Jonathan is still all about the crown. What's the actual F?
I mean, he's told Santina and Dan about it at this point, and he's like, ooh, I'm all about it. I'm rooting for the crown. Gonna do what I can to help them from here.
I just gotta say how disappointed I am in Jonathan.
I mean, now we know, confirmed, that he asked the crown to vote him out.
That is so lame. We expected so much better from you, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Oh, it got a little too hot in the kitchen. Jonathan couldn't vote anybody out. Come on.
Definitely a bummer.
It is a bummer.
All right. Well, a new person arrives at the jury house.
Hope arrives. A threesome of a bromance. Wonderful.
Of course, Hope and Jonathan were so excited to be reunited. Bros for life.
Part to part, baby. And then Santina's like, Hope, you suck.
Yeah, what the hell? You were supposed to have my back. You said you'd take a bullet for me in this house, and yet you didn't save me in the chain of safety.
He apologized. He tried to shake hands. She was like, no.
Yeah. He was like, I couldn't do that. I was with the crown, blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, ugh.
The crown. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's get to the double eviction, baby.
Oh, my goodness.
Arissa says, plead for your lives.
Okay.
First up, Anika. I suck, but I'll keep trying.
Okay.
And I love you, Kuzi. Okay. You weren't singing that tune a couple days ago.
You know what Kuzi said in response? Don't love you. Just kidding. She doesn't seem to have as much of an issue with Anika as she does with Daniel. Mm-hmm. She's really not happy with Daniel's C.
All right. So now it's Kuzi's turn. And Kuzi said, I'm proud of my game. You know, I played a good game.
Choose yourself before others. Like, people that you think may be your enemies could be your friends.
Don't be a victim of your own choices.
Yeah, people that you think could be your friends. Think again, Daniel.
Yeah. And she apologized to Renee for the comments at the
I thought that was classy. Very, very cool.
I think she redeemed herself. Mm-hmm. So good for her. And then she got voted out.
Oh. By a vote of 3-1. So Ty voted to keep her, but it wasn't happening. So yeah, Kuzi was evicted. She hugged everybody on her way out.
She hugged Ty and said, you got this. Mm-hmm. And we said, noted. So she goes out and talks to Arissa, and Arissa's like, what the hell, man? Your social game was on point. You were fearless. You didn't take crap from anybody. You were fighting to the end.
Yeah,
and
things kind of went off the rails, though, in the last, I'd say 2 weeks.
Yeah. But, I mean, if she had won the POV
things would have been crazy.
Things would have been so different.
She would have used it on Ty.
Yes.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Would have been very exciting.
I can't imagine what would have happened if she had won the POV.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Arissa wants to know, who do you think is going to win the season?
She said Ty, of course. And she said, yes, they were right to get me out because I was coming for all of them.
Yeah, I mean, she was a huge threat to win the whole entire thing.
Of course.
So it was a smart move.
So she gets her ass off the stage, and Arissa tells the house guests that it's a double. So Kuzi doesn't know it's a double. She's going to walk into the jury house next week, and she's going to be like,
Next week, not like tonight or tomorrow.
Well, for us, it's next week. For her, it's tonight. Fair. She's already there.
Probably. Maybe.
Right. There's a bird upstairs. All right, so it's time for the HOH comp.
And it actually started last night.
Oh my God, they were screaming in the house when everyone was tucked in their little covers in their beds.
I'm sorry, but if I was woken up with screaming like that, there would be pee in that bed.
Oh my God.
That's too much to wake people up with that freaking screaming.
You gotta expect that, though.
Yeah, but the screaming, like, I can deal with, like, a loud noise or something, but screaming, I would be like, oh my God, I'm about to get murdered. Like, somebody broke into the house.
In the Big Brother house.
You never know what's going on.
They have security. All right, so it's a
there
crime scene.
There could be, like, a world war going on, and you don't even know.
Yeah, well.
They don't even know about the Vanderpump Rules drama in there.
I know.
We were just talking about that today.
How is this possible?
Yeah.
It's a crime to keep that from them.
I know.
All right, so the crime scene was set up, and it was a still life consisting of people who were still alive. That would be Betty, Adam, Moose, and Sarah.
Well, Adam was playing dead.
Was he?
He was. It was fun to see these past house guests come back and, like, try to stay still when everyone's like, oh my God.
Yeah. Guess who has a crush on every boy?
Shania. Teen Girl Squad. She was into Moose.
Of course.
She's all...
He was looking so moosey. They said that you had to solve the crime. But they never did.
No, you just had to, like, study the scene and make sure you picked up on all the details.
It would have been nice to know who fake murdered Adam.
I don't know. Who's your guess?
Sarah.
I think it was Betty.
All right. Well, I didn't see all the evidence. So... it's time for the new HOH comp, and it's true or false questions, and they have them in the little cubicles, and not one of them was dancing as amazingly as Gary.
That cannot be replicated. That's one of a kind. Yes.
All right, so they're playing, and they get to, like, the third question.
Well, whoever gets the most questions right after 7...
Come on, everybody knows that.
Wins HOH.
So, Anika, Daniel, and Claudia were all tied with 3
points.
Oh,
it was a nail biter.
And then our stream went out, and then we saw Claudia won the HOH.
I had a feeling she was going to do well in this, because she's all about that, like, trivia, knowledge, comps.
We knew Ty was not going to win the HOH, because we even said on the Digitalis Dalias that Ty was not good at these types of comps, and that's what we thought was going to be this, because it had to be something that was super quick.
Yeah.
All right, so Claudia wins the HOH.
Wow, so I'm like, okay, so she can put up Ty and Anika, right?
That would have been the smart thing to do. And we'll tell you why.
Well, say what she did do.
She put up Daniel and Anika.
At first I was like, hell yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. Like, that's fun.
But then we were like, oh no.
Yeah.
This is not good.
We literally said, right after those nominations, if Ty wins the veto and wants to get freaky, he could use it, and she'd have to put up one of her girly pops.
And they would go home.
So, I don't know what made her decide not to put Ty up as one of the initial nominees. I have a feeling that Claudia, Renee, and Ty made a final 3 agreement before this double eviction.
And kept it secret from Shania?
Yes, because, remember, Ty wanted to work with Renee after all his buds were leaving, because he was like, oh, Renee's going to be my Helena, blah, blah, blah. And he feels like he can beat her in the end. And he wanted to work with Kuzi, obviously. She was on her way out. So I guess he went for it, and he made the final 3 with them, because it's just not adding up. I also thought maybe because, like, Claudia and Ty are getting close again, like, romantically, but I don't think that would be enough to keep her from putting him up. So I think they did probably go ahead and make a final 3 deal.
Absolutely. All right, so now it's time for the POV comp, and it's called Smash Pots.
Okay. Claudia is the only one not playing as the HOH.
All right, so you got the lanes. You got to run to the Potter shelf and pick a pot and smash it in the smash area and see if there's a puzzle piece in it.
Right.
So 5 of the pots have puzzle pieces.
Okay.
So we thought immediately, okay, this is Ty's, because you got to be fast. It's a 5-piece puzzle. It's
not anything
to be
intense.
A genius.
Yeah.
All right, so this is a kindergarten level puzzle. And sure enough, Ty wins.
He smoked him.
He did.
Ball game.
So he immediately runs off with Claudia.
Okay, and I was like, well, is he going to use it? Or like, what's...
He's going to use it.
Oh my God! And this was insane because he was like, why are you so stuck on like keeping Shania around? And I was like, wait a second. What is happening here? Because Claudia and Shania are like this.
They were.
Yeah, like even closer than Claudia and Renee. It was always Claudia and Shania. And Ty is trying to force her to get rid of Shania.
Well,
and
it didn't take much to convince her.
She did not fight back very hard, which just makes me think that final three theory is it. Like, I think
this was
that must be it. Yes, because why would she be so okay with getting rid of Shania like that?
This reeks of premeditation.
Yeah. Just a little too willing to go along with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, also, like, I feel like if he was going to use the veto and mess up her HOH like that, which, like, damn, this is the most toxic showmance we've ever seen. Maybe not, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Thinking back, maybe not.
What did you think of Claudia's acting where she was like, oh, I don't want to decide between you two? I mean, you knew it was decided already, honey.
I think that was legit, though. Like, I think she really was upset about it, but...
I think she was upset about having to get rid of Shania.
Uh-huh.
But I don't think she was upset about deciding between the two of them because she had already done that.
Well, Ty was like, you can blame it on me, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I feel like if this was like a week ago or even a few days ago,
Renee would have gone.
Renee would have been Claudia's choice to go out of the two.
Yeah.
But now, like, Shania? What?
Yeah.
So
it's time for the POV ceremony.
Yeah.
Ty says, I'm using it. I'm taking myself. No, I'm sorry. I'm taking.
He's not actually up this time.
I'm taking Anika down.
Yes.
And Daniel's like, and then he says, "Who are you gonna put up?" And she said, "Shania."
Well, also we have to mention when the girly pops were trying to figure out what to do. Shania was like, I don't feel like I deserve to be here more than you, Renee. She was basically like offering herself up. I was like, damn.
Okay.
That's like the biggest move she's made all season. So
pretty much.
No, I mean, it was a big deal to use the veto on Renee. But anyway, I can't believe that she was just like, I guess I'm going up. What?
Yeah.
So that was a lot. They were all crying. And now, I mean, we know that Shania's going to go, right? Because
Ty is voting for her to go, and Anika's voting for her to go.
Yeah.
But first the pleadings.
Right.
Daniel said, I've nowhere near completed my mission.
Mm-hmm.
Of what? Sitting on your ass and farting all day?
Damn.
And Shania said, well, I've always thought I would do a rap for my speech, but I guess I'm not going to do that now. I just want you to know it's okay to vote me out. Because I just want to go to the jury house and make HelloFresh meals with Dan.
Yeah, right. I have to note, too, like, at this point now, everybody has been up on the block with Daniel and Shania up there.
Right.
At least once.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So, yeah, Daniel broke his streak.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope he goes home next week.
Oh!
Sorry.
Sorry.
The vote was 2-1, and Shania is evicted.
Renee was the one vote to save her.
I.e. vote to evict. All right, so they clapped for her. It was nice.
I was not expecting this outcome at all.
There were some tears. She went up to the top of the stairs and said, when I say nay, you say nay.
That was lame.
Yeah.
Very lame. It was no hope exit with the dance kind of thing.
That was amazing.
I mean, obviously he had time to prepare, but like, what was this?
Best exit in the history of BBCAN. Hope's Dance.
Oh, BBCAN. I thought you meant all of BB.
No.
I was going to say cornbread. F y'all.
Well, yeah. But that was BBOTT, which was
God.
amazing. We were just talking about that today, how amazing and magical BBOTT was. But can we please have that again?
I think we've been thinking about that a lot this season, too, because this season has a lot of parallels with that one.
Yeah.
With, like, Ball Smashers and Girly Pops versus Late Night Crew and The Crown.
Right. All right, so Arissa talks to Shania.
I can't believe Shania went on Claudia's HOH.
That's crazy.
What in the actual F?
She said, all right, get out. Goodbye.
Yeah, it was a very quick interview.
Very abrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, this is the final 5. Is it? Yes, it is. And the finale is only 2 weeks away.
When are these points going to come into play?
I know.
It's gotta
Probably
be soon,
next
right?
week. It's got to be next week.
Meaning like this week?
Yeah, this coming
Okay. We gotta explain too. Okay, so if Claudia had just put up Ty,
right,
with Anika or Daniel,
and Ty won the veto,
she could just put up the other of Anika or
exactly.
Daniel, and one of them would go.
But she bonered. She blew it. She put not Ty up, so
which
he
again
was safe along with whoever he saved.
Just leads me to believe that Claudia and Renee did make some sort of final 3 deal with Ty.
Definitely was a deal.
Because he kept saying to Claudia, too, like, I just want to go to the final 3 with you and Renee. Why do we have to keep Shania to make that happen?
Right.
Why is that a thing? Also, if I was Claudia, even if I did make a final 3 with Ty and Renee, I'd be pissed that Ty put me in this situation.
Yeah.
To get rid of my own friend, ally, whatever you want to call it.
Toxic.
Oof, that's bad. That's bad.
It's very bad.
But yeah, these double evictions, they keep delivering as always.
Who would you like to see win?
I mean, Renee is my number 1 right now.
Yes.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think Ty is my number 2.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just done so much in this game.
He pulled the strings.
Even though I feel like he's a villain and I'm not a fan of him, on a personal level,
right.
He would be a very deserving winner for this season.
You're not a fan of him on a personal level, but as a game player, he would be a deserving winner.
He would be. Even though he pulled that shit with Hope's letter, like, ugh. But anyway.
That was dirty.
That aside.
It was cringe.
Yeah. He did do a lot to control this season, so.
Okay.
Other than that, I guess Claudia after that, then Daniel, then Anika. That's my ranking.
Okay, so you would like to see Renee win the next HOH. That we'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it. We have to wait until tomorrow.
Oh, it'll be here before you know it.
Yeah. So let us know your thoughts on all this craziness in the comments. All right. Thank you all so much for watching.
And until tomorrow,
much love.